Alex Michelsen, a men's tennis player, has announced that he will turn pro immediately and forego his collegiate career at Georgia. He would have been a freshman this past year, and he said the following. Thank you, that's in bold. Hello, everyone. After much consideration and talking with my family, coaches, and people closest to me, I decided to forego my college eligibility and become a full-time tennis player on the ATP Tour. This was not an easy decision to make, especially because of the incredible opportunity that awaited me at the University of Georgia to play college tennis. There are too many people and organizations that helped me put me in this position to mention, but here are some important ones. I'd like to thank Coach Manny Diaz and Coach Jamie Hunt at Georgia for seeing the potential in me and encouraging me all the way, all along. Gratitude is also important to all of my coaches over the years who have been an integral part of my development, especially Jay, Eric, and Philip, and of course my training partners at Tier 1 Performance. It is also worthy of noting that the USTA provided the critical competition instruction from my youth onwards. Lastly, I appreciate my family. I realize I could not have gone to this point without the foundation they have provided and their ongoing love and support. I look forward to the journey to follow. Well, to be honest, he was like 137 in the world in the live rankings, or is 134 in the current. But either way, when you look at the rankings history, and that was as of last week, he was 134 in the world, and he's only 18 years old, 6'4", 175 pounds. Well, this is a huge blow to Georgia, but Georgia probably knew this was coming after a while, because the truth is he was having a great summer from he was in the 600, in the 600s beginning of the year, January 2nd. And then he really had that amazing run at the Hall of Fame Open, terminated right after Wimbledon on grass in Newport, Rhode Island. Runner up there, so yeah, and he was number 421 in doubles as well in the past ranking as of last week. So I can tell you this much, that Georgia men's tennis, they have put out their roster, and I'm going to include without him. First of all, they have 9 players now on the roster. And they lost a year ago their number 1 singles player, who also turned pro, by the way, after he redshirted his first year, but then he played this past year and he won an NCAA singles title, Ethan Quinn. Now Alex Michelsen could have been that guy for Georgia this past year if he would have stayed and kept his eligibility. But now it opens up the question of, do they even miss the NCAA tournament? That is a true possibility, because look, they lost 5 stars in singles lineup a year ago, and all 6 in doubles. They're going to take a step backwards next year. And I know they recruit well, but the thing is, you lose your best one. And they had a number 1 overall recruiting class, but they have 2 other 5 stars, by the way. And Ignacio Booth and Davis Taylor. So yeah, it's going to be interesting how they're going to do it now. How they're going to do next year. I cannot see the ceiling above Sweet 16 now, because of this loss. And not to mention, you lost a lot of production from a year ago. So I knew no matter what, they were going to take a step back. But now it looks like Sweet 16 may be still the ceiling, but round of 64 at worst. It wouldn't shock me if they missed the NCAA tournament, though. And maybe they add somebody else to the roster. I mean, based on UTR, that was like through May 7th on this. But Alex Michelsen had a UTR of 14.67. That's pretty good. Though, of course, he wanted to be in the 16s and as a pro, but you know what I'm saying. And Davis Taylor, as a 5-star, he was like 11.5 UTR at the time, and now see Bruce is like 13.51. And I know that's what I'm including on this is to Ryan Colby as a transfer, and Georgia does not have a single senior next year. 3 juniors and 1 sophomore. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 freshmen as well. So they literally have 6 players that are underclassmen next year. They're a very, very young team, but we'll have to wait and see how the roster looks officially by January, when technically you could add somebody else as late as then. We have to see what the schedule is. The SEC is already tough as is, but Florida, that's kind of interesting because of a new head coach. But I think Georgia might be better than Florida, but I'm not sure. Anyways, if you like this content, hit like and subscribe. See you guys later. 5 subscribers. We're on the road to it. Let's go. And I know Georgia is hosting IT at kickoff weekend. I know they are. But do they even win a single match? As like at national indoors next year, if they get there. That's the thing. Because they have the following teams. I'm trying to go back to the draft on the results here real fast. Now, yeah. And Georgia has Texas A&M. That's not going to be easy to have somebody that's you're familiar with. Auburn, that's somewhat dangerous as well. And Louisiana, they should be Louisiana, I would think, but I don't know. And last year, Georgia was a Elite 18 that barely missed on the Final Four. A year ago, they were. And that was their prime year to win a national title. They were undefeated in the regular season and conference, but they lost in the conference tournament match to Kentucky. They finished 23-7 overall. So that's just going over what they did this past year. And like I said, if you like this content, like and subscribe, and see you guys later. 5 subscribers. We're on the road to it. Let's go.